the distance.
And that will do it. Will Ryan Garcia remain unbeaten, or has Carlos Morales pulled off a big upset here in California?
I think Ryan did enough to win the fight, but it was interesting, and it got interesting when you saw the tide turn and you saw the momentum shift a little bit. I don't know if he was hurt, if it was fatigue, if it was an injury, or if Morales was just coming on strong. We'll find out.
Yeah, he was looking at the clock.
We're going to wait for the post-fight interview, watch and listen to that, some highlights. And, I'm not going to give the kid too much shit. 16-0 with 13 KOs. He's 20 years old, turned 20 on August the 8th, even though they kept saying, that he turned 20 a few days ago. From looking at unless BoxRec and Wikipedia is wrong, it says that he was born on August the 8th. It's September the 1st, actually here's some highlights actually right here. If you want to watch the full fight, you got to go to the Golden Boy boxing Facebook page. They have a deal with Facebook where they're going to be showing fights on Facebook. For example, Jorge Linares is going to be fighting Abner Cotto on Facebook. I forgot the exact date. But, Ryan Garcia he's 20 years old, like I said. So when you're 20 years old, you might as well be motherfucking 16 years old because you're still kind of a dickhead in a way. And I'm not saying that in like a disrespectful manner, because think back. Right now I'm 35, just turned 35, a few days ago. Thank you, happy belated birthday and all that shit. But think back to when you were 20 and the type of shit that you was on. For example, he has a fan base of young children and girls, lots of girls, and he's catering to that. But I've noticed that throughout the stream, we kept hearing about, he's got 1.2 million followers on Facebook and all that shit. That's all cool and everything. From a promoter standpoint, that's like, wow, oh shit. But boxing fans, hardcores, he's not really appealing. Let me listen to this.
98-92.
He should clearly win, in my opinion.
Judge David Duncan scored this one 95-95. And Judge Edward Hernandez scored this one 98-92 for your winner by majority decision. Fighting out of the red corner,
One judge scored it even 95-95. The other two in agreement 98-92. Your reaction, Mario?
Wow, they had it a little closer than I did. I mean, listen, there's a strong case to be made that Carlos won the last 4 rounds easily. And like you mentioned, Todd, there could have been a discrepancy in the first few rounds to give him either way. I thought Ryan did enough to win, but to squeak out a win. It wasn't a landslide by any means. It was a tough victory, but I thought he put enough rounds in the bank early on to pull away with it.
Long term, though, how good was this night for his career for Ryan Garcia?
I think it's going to keep him humble, or it should. He's going to go back to the drawing board and.
Here's another note that it looks like he's going to be settled in at 135 pounds. He fought his last couple of fights. Oh, here's his post-fight interview. Let's see what he has to say.
20 years old, a few days ago, your opponent was saying that you're nothing but a kid. Do you think you proved yourself a man today?
First, I'm going to say much respect to Carlos Morales. I felt like the fight was closer than the scorecards say. He did a great job. I'm giving all my respect to him, and it was great. It was a great fight.
Was fatigue ever an issue during the fight? We saw you looking up at the big screen every once in a while to see how much time you had left in the rounds. Was it a tougher fight than you thought it would be?
Honestly, I just felt like could have been a lot of things, but I was a little winded. But I admit it, I was winded, and he was coming to fight, so we were just fighting. That's all I can say.
It was his birthday 3 days ago.
and your performance tonight, do you think you're ready for a Gervonta Davis?
I don't care what nobody says. I'm young and I'm hungry. I just got to get back to the gym and work on my craft, and I can be ready for anybody. I'm young. I have time on my side, so I'm not worried about it.
That's
what
the perfect
would you like
answer.
to say to all of those fans that tuned in tonight to Facebook just to watch you fight tonight?
Regardless, man, I got so much loving fans. It's crazy. But again, much respect to Carlos Morales. He was a game fighter, and I respect him, and that's all I can say.
Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations to you, Ryan. Back to you, Todd and Mario.
That was Roxanne. She used to be with Eddie Murphy. I remember that shit. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. You know, he said the perfect shit. He's a prospect. You know, he just turned 20 years old. He's fighting at 135 pounds. He's not ready for Tank Davis, even though earlier this week he said he was ready for Tank Davis. They had a interview at the media workout, but still, nonetheless, you know, he's got some growing to do. For example, head movement, lack thereof. Foot movement is not really there. Not, you know, fighting on the inside, being able to neutralize a pressure fighter. You know, there's so many guys that on this night would have beaten him. But once again, he's 20 years old. So, you know, let's I don't want to say he's a hype job, because realistically, he only started getting buzz about this fight right here. Which one was it where he the knockdown, the uppercut against Fernando Vargas Parra? No relation. And then he was on the Billy Joe Saunders, David Lemieux undercard right here. So he's only been really in some type of like relevancy for like the last 6 months or so outside of his social media. And as I said earlier, if you're a promoter, put your manager hat on. You're going to be looking like at this shit like, oh shit, 1.2 million motherfucking followers on Instagram. Damn, he's motherfucking got some star power. We got to sell this shit. Ain't look good looking guy. You know, we got to sell this shit. He's undefeated. We got to sell this shit. We got to sell this shit. But at the peak of the stream, I kept looking and I'm like, is at the peak, it was about close to 63,000 or so. So I'm thinking, that's a lot of people, you know, watching. It is Labor Day weekend. There was no other major boxing on tonight. This was free on Facebook, accessible everywhere. And 63,000. I mean, I'm wondering, like, what do they are they saying, or Golden Boy, like, to themselves, damn, you know, when they go look at the numbers, like, damn, that was it? We headlined Ryan Garcia. You know, I'm just wondering. You know, this is what rubs me the wrong way, and what can rub hardcore boxing fans, especially grown men, the wrong way. This type shit right here. Now, I understand they selling him, and he's got to sell himself and shit, and he all about the, you know, the ladies. You know, he want to be the Latin lover, even the type of shit he be posting on his Twitter. You know, he's just all for the ladies. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, but I'm going to show you some shit, man. That shit be, like, when I first saw it, I said, yeah, I'm never going to go to. This is only the second time I've ventured into his Instagram since like about a week and a half ago, when I discovered, where's that shit at? I was horrified. You're gonna get me copyrighted. No. But like, men looking like, yo, man, he gonna get knocked the fuck out. Like, he got a lot of haters. And it's because of shit like that. It's hard to explain. I know, like, the kids that are fans of his and the women won't understand, but it's just like, yo, but I look at it like, all right, I can't stand this shit either. But at the same time, he a young kid, and, you know, he trying to get all the ladies and shit. You know, this is the shit he on. You know, this is the shit he's on. But he is ranked by the WBA at 130 pounds, but he's now fighting at 135 pounds, as you can see. You know, I'm guessing the weight, you know, and he's 5'10". He's a tall kid. So even though, you know, you see him on TV and everything, when you see him in person, he probably skinny as shit, you know? So maybe 135 is where he's going to stay. But if he stays at 130, then, like, he's not ready for Tank Davis. You know, and if you look, don't expect for him to fight guys like Miguel Berchelt, Tank Davis, Machado, Tevin Farmer, Masayuki Ida. Don't expect for him to fight any of those guys within the next year. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. You know? I don't see him competing for a title within a year, 2 years maybe. And if he would get a title, right now it'll probably be like that WBA world or regular title. He's got some things to work on. So right now, you know, I think that he answered the post-fight questions, you know, very humbly. But one question I do have is, where was all those Instagram followers and shit? You know? Let's go see how much he has on Twitter. Let's see how much he has on Twitter. Like, he just rubs a lot of dudes the wrong way, man. They be pissed. They be like, yo, he's so cringy, man. Why he always on his Instagram talking some, or his Twitter talking some bitch-ass shit, and then on his Instagram posting some bitch-ass shit. Now, I'm not saying this. This is what the people are saying, and the people's word was the most important. Court of public opinion is a motherfucker, man. Hold on, I'm on his, y'all can't see it. I need to zoom in. I forgot what I was looking for. I'm tired. Oh, he's got 98. See, Instagram is a different beast than Twitter. On his Twitter, it's only like 98,000 there. Still a lot. You know, but it's a different beast. So I be thinking like, all right, this 98,000 right here more so match the 63,000 who were watching, you know, on stream. I'm like, okay. But then when it comes to that Instagram, I'm thinking it's probably like chicks scrolling through like, oh, yeah, you know, we like him, you know, follow. So Golden Boy, I guess, is using that and trying to, like, get those people to become boxing fans. But yet they've been heavily they need to take over his Instagram page and be heavily marketing more on the Instagram page than the Twitter, but yet they're trying to build the Twitter. It's, you know, like, whatever. Is the kid good? Nah. You may know, is the kid pretty good? Nah. Is he good? Yeah. Is he great? Nah. Is he going to be great? Right now, I don't see it, but he's only 20 years old. He's got a lot of learning to do, man. But one thing for sure is, if he comes up against, you know, a hungrier fighter with a chin, yo, like that pressure going to burst some pipes, man. That's what we want to see. And in regards to him versus Tank Davis, I'll go ahead and say it. Tank will eat him alive. Mow him down. I went to check Tank Davis' Twitter. I guess he ain't watched the fight, and then when he do, he gonna post some shit. Yeah, he probably sleep or probably with AB. It's Labor Day weekend. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.